Hello, welcome to AI Factory. Can you believe it? This horror story channel has 6.6 million subscribers and receives massive video traffic, all by simply narrating scary stories to its audience. There are several other similar horror story channels too. Their homepage styles are quite similar, but they all have one thing in common: impressive subscriber and view counts. In today's video, I'll teach you how to create a similar channel using AI, from script writing and image generation to voiceover, all with free AI tools. Before we dive in, let's break down one of the popular videos on this channel. Creating such videos is incredibly simple. Just splice together images, add voiceover, and include some eerie background music. Let's click on one of their popular videos. The theme is 3 real horror stories from Airbnb.
It was a Friday night back in 2018. I was working at home on a paper I needed to finish for work and was trying to get it done so I could enjoy my weekend without having to worry about it. It was probably somewhere around 10 at this point, but I'd been working in my office for a good 3 hours. This was after a full day already too, so I was getting pretty exhausted. I kept finding myself getting distracted or losing focus, so I paused what I was doing and stood up to stretch my legs and try to wake myself up. I paced around the room a bit, but as I passed by the wall opposite of my desk, I noticed something move in the window. I stopped and did a double take, looking out the window again. I was on the second story of my house, but the window has a view of the front portion of the property by the garage and porch. At first, I didn't see anything and thought my mind was playing tricks on me, but then I saw a bit of movement again. It was a shadow hovering over the sidewalk leading up to the porch. Someone was standing outside the front door, or at least that's what it looked like from the shadow. After looking out the window for a couple minutes and seeing the shadow barely move, I left my office and went downstairs. I leaned on the front door and looked out the peephole. There was a man, looking about 40 years old and bald, with a scruffy gray beard. I watched for a moment. He never knocked or rang the doorbell or made any noise at all. He just stood there. What started freaking me out more was that I didn't know how long he'd been there for, since I was working and never noticed him until just a couple minutes ago. Wanting some answers to why the man was here, I opened the door. Immediately, I was taken aback because the man didn't even flinch. His face stayed the same, being cold and lacking emotion. "What are you doing here?" I said in a stern tone. The man continued to look at me, but didn't answer. Then his eyes moved past me and looked down the hallway in my home. I moved the door further in toward my body to hide the view. "I don't know why you're here, but you need to leave," I said, closing the door firmly. His strange behavior was both creepy and aggravating. Him ignoring me and just standing there made me really frustrated, but then I heard his footsteps begin walking off the porch and away from the house. I sighed in relief and checked to be sure he'd gone away, then went back up to my office. Trying to forget about the man and focus back on my work, I continued where I left off. About 5 minutes later, and just as I was beginning to really start working, a sudden knock echoed through the house. It was from the front door, but the knocks were loud, like someone banging on the door with their whole fist. Irritated, I got up and quickly ran down to the front door, swinging it open aggressively with the intent to yell at the man. But when I saw him, I quickly changed my mind. Something about the look in his eyes and the way he was standing instantly shifted my anger into fear. I looked down at his hands, seeing him holding something to his side, like he was trying to conceal it from me. All I could make out was the top of a small handle resembling that of a knife. I looked back up at him, only to see his whole body jolt toward me. I jumped back and slammed the door shut, then fought to lock it as the man was trying to turn the handle from the other side. Once I got the handle and the bolt lock latched, the man started banging on the door again for several seconds before running away. I stood there with barely any breath in me, feeling my adrenaline still surging through my body. Shakily, I went to the office and called 911. The man was never seen after that, and no real answers to what happened that night were ever found.
According to the video, the stories on this channel often take place in small Airbnb, on rural highways, and at secluded campsites, typically during rainy nights. The production involves simple image transitions mixed with the sound of falling rain and rainy animation effects. Eerie background music and a deep male voice add to the spooky atmosphere. The production process quite straightforward. Step 1. Script idea. Before you start writing your script, I recommend installing this plugin. Google Chrome Web Store. Once on the Chrome Web Store page, search for YouTube Summary with ChatGPT and Claude. When you find it, click on Add to Chrome. In a few seconds, you should see a small red and green icon on the top right bar, indicating that the extension has been successfully added. This purpose is to allow us to capture the script of a reference video, so make sure to install it. I chose a video from this channel as a reference. If you have this extension installed, while browsing the video, you'll see a small toolbar on the right labeled Transcript and Summary. Click on it and you can view the video script. If you click on the ChatGPT logo, it will take you to the ChatGPT page. The text might be too dense to read clearly, so you can ask ChatGPT to break down the stories for you. There are 3 stories inside. I chose one of them and asked ChatGPT to write a short, creepy horror story based on story 2. Quickly provided me with a short story. After reviewing it, I found it quite good, so I decided to use this story as an example for my video. Next, I asked ChatGPT to provide 20 detailed scene prompts. Promptly generated them for me. Next, I asked ChatGPT to add more details to the 20 detailed prompts, including the character's appearance and facial expressions, camera work, visual style, setting, actions, sound, effects, and more. It did an excellent job of generating each detail as I requested. These details help me create a consistent main character in the images and provide valuable cues for generating the video, thanks to the camera movements included. Additionally, these details will make it easier for me to edit the final video into a cohesive mini-movie. Since I hadn't previously asked ChatGPT for specific details about the main character's appearance, clothing, age, and the story's time period, maintaining character consistency in the video required clarifying all these aspects. So, I asked ChatGPT to provide detailed information about Sarah's clothing, appearance, hair, age, the story's time period, and the state and interior decoration of Sarah's house. Quickly gave me the necessary details. Now we can use these prompts to generate the images and videos for the story. Step 2. Image generation. There are many AI tools for generating images, and today I'm introducing you to Paclumen, a 100% free tool that generates high-quality, realistic images while maintaining character consistency. Plus, it allows unlimited image generation. A quick note, if you're curious about other free text-to-image AI tools, be sure to check out my channel. In my previous tutorials, I've shared insights on free AI image generators, advanced AI techniques, and innovative monetization strategies. Don't forget to subscribe for more information. First, let's visit their website. I'll include all the links used in this video in the description below for your convenience. Click Generate for free and log in using your Google account. Once you're in, you'll see many user-generated images that you can take inspiration from. On the left side, click Create to go to your creation page and paste the prepared prompt into the text box. It's important to customize the prompt provided by ChatGPT by adding character details for Sarah and some background specifics to each prompt to ensure consistency in the images. The top drop-down menu offers 4 model options: realistic, anime, line art, and Flux.1. Select realistic. For image dimensions, I chose 16 by 9, but if you're creating short videos for platforms like Instagram or TikTok, select the size that fits your needs. I opted to generate 4 images at once. Then, click Generate. Wait a moment, and you'll see a green number 1 on Create, indicating a task in progress. Once the images are generated, they will be relatively consistent in appearance. Select one, and you'll see additional settings like prompt, negative prompt, seed, and an upscale option. Click Upscale to enhance the image. Return to the creation page and wait for the task to complete. Once done, download the image. Choose the images you like and upscale them. If you're not satisfied, you can always regenerate or adjust your prompts since it's free and unlimited. There's also a Remove Background tool, which can be very useful when you need to change the background for editing images or videos. Click it, wait a moment, and it will remove the background effortlessly. To ensure character consistency and seamless story flow, I adjusted each of the prompts provided by ChatGPT. I used Paclumen to generate each scene image, selected my favorite ones, upscaled them, and saved them for the next step. Step 3. Generating the video. We can use AI editing tools to sequence the images according to the story, add some animation effects, and create an animated video. However, with MiniMax, also known as Hailuo AI, this text-to-video AI tool enhances the quality of a simple video, transforming it into a mini-movie. In my previous tutorials, I've introduced MiniMax in 3 videos. If you're interested, please visit my channel. Let's visit their website to get started. There are many great example videos to inspire you. You can click on them and regenerate with the same prompt. To get started, click subscribe at the top left of the page or sign in at the top right corner, and use your Google account to sign in. MiniMax offers a 3-day free trial for unlimited use when you sign in for the first time. The free plan allows you to produce 3 videos daily, but you can register multiple accounts to create even more. If you need to generate more videos, the standard plan is an excellent choice, and based on my extensive testing, it's definitely worth it. There are 2 options to choose from: text to video and image to video. This time, I'll use the image to video option. Before we generate the video using MiniMax, we need to return to ChatGPT for additional guidance. Recall when I asked ChatGPT to generate 20 detailed prompts for each scene, including specifics about Sarah's appearance and facial expressions, camera work, and so on. We can use these hints to add a cinematic feel to the video. Upload the images, keeping in mind there are size and dimension restrictions, which we generally won't exceed. Click Create to proceed. You'll see that video generation is in progress. To achieve high-resolution cinematic quality, I've added terms like high-resolution, hyper-detailed, cinematic, HD, 4K before each prompt. The waiting time depends on the number of users generating videos simultaneously. Since it's a free 3-day trial with unlimited generation, the wait time can be a bit long. Next, follow the same process for the second scene. Upload the second image, copy the prompt for the second scene from ChatGPT, adjust it as needed, and click 30. to generate the second video. Follow the same steps to generate the remaining videos. All these videos were created to produce a mini-movie with better character consistency. However, if you only want to make videos like the ones we saw on this channel, which repeatedly use scenes of small urbs, rural highways, secluded campsites, or eerie forests without any characters, it becomes much simpler. Let me demonstrate how to create such videos. Return to ChatGPT and ask it to provide 10 spooky, eerie interior and rainy, ominous outdoor night scenes without any characters, based on my story. Also, request some details including camera work, visual style, and lighting. ChatGPT quickly provided me with 2 great options. At this point, I can directly use MiniMax's text-to-video functionality to generate videos one by one based on these prompts. Here are the resulting videos. All the videos are now ready. Step 4. Generating the voiceover. Return to ChatGPT to find the script and copy it. I will use 11 Labs, an AI voice generator, to create the voiceover. This website offers good sound quality, is free, and is very easy to use. The free plan provides 10,000 credits per month. Go to the 11 Labs website and sign in using your Google account. On the top left of the creation page, click on Text-to-Speech and paste the script you just copied from ChatGPT. There are many voices you can choose from on the right panel.
Government of the people, by the people.
Life without love is like a tree without blossom.
The years teach much which the days never know.
The world is round, and the place.
If you spend your whole life waiting for
Listen to them and select the one that suits the story best. Since my story is creepy, horror-themed, and dark, I will choose Callum's voice. His voice is distinctive and deep, perfect for a horror tone. Once selected, click on Generate Speech. It will process the request, and in a short while, the voiceover will be ready. Click the download button at the bottom right to save it. With the voiceover ready, we can move on to the next step. Step 5. Video editing. When you open a video, you'll notice the MiniMax logo in the bottom right corner. Before editing, we need to remove the watermark from all videos. Let's go to the BCut website, which we can use online to remove watermarks. The BCut tool can also remove watermarks from images. Click on Remove Watermark from Video to enter the editing page. Upload your video, then use the small box to cover the watermark. Click Erase, and after a moment, the watermark will be removed, allowing you to download the video. Note that you can only process 2 files at a time, so you'll need to refresh the page and repeat the process for all your videos. I'm using CapCut, a very powerful and free video editing tool. You can download it to your local computer or use it online. First, create a new project and import all the videos along with the voiceover audio. To make editing easier, I have numbered the video names according to the story sequence to avoid confusion. Start by dragging the voiceover audio onto the timeline below. Our first task is to use the split tool in the middle toolbar to remove the large gaps in the audio. Delete the left and right sections as needed. Here's a quick demonstration of how to do this. Listen to the audio and follow the story order to place the videos onto the timeline. If the corresponding video is too long, trim off part of it appropriately. Adjust the video speed according to the length of the audio for each scene. Sometimes, one video may contain 2 different shots. You can split it based on the audio and use one part, saving the other for later. For example, if there's a scene where a shadow passes by the door, you can clip that segment and place it in the part of the audio that mentions a shadow passing by the door. For a long shot of a character, I also split it into 2 parts, saving the second part for later use in the video. In between, I added scenes of a rainy night without characters to enhance the eerie atmosphere. Adjust the speed to match the corresponding audio. In this segment, when characters overlap in one frame, I need to split it into 2 parts and remove the overlapping sections to make the scene smoother. You can also change the order to match the audio more effectively. The same situation occurs in this segment. Split it into 2 parts and remove the overlapping sections. This makes the video look much smoother. Once all the videos are placed according to their corresponding audio, the next step is to add filters to give the entire video a horror movie tone. Click on the Filters menu at the top, and in the search bar, look for Dark Brown. Choose one and drag it onto the layer above the video, adjusting its length to match the video's duration. Then go to the Styles section, find Ghost, add it as a layer, and adjust its length to match the video. Now let's add some video effects. You can apply an opening effect to the first segment, and I chose blurry focus. You can add different video effects to each segment. Since we're creating a horror mini-movie, I clicked on dark to see what effects are available. There are many great options, and Invisible Person is perfect for the scenes where a shadowy figure appears. The ethereal effect is also great for the eerie, empty spiral staircase scene, giving it a ghostly, haunted atmosphere. For another staircase scene, add a zoom lens effect to create a zooming effect. Apply a fuzzy effect to the empty hallway scene to complete the video effects. Next, we need to add some sound effects to enhance the creepy atmosphere. Click on Audio at the top and search for Horror Background Music. Listen to a few tracks to see which fits best and drag the chosen one onto the timeline. Lower the volume to create a subtle effect. For the scenes where there are footsteps, search for creaking floor and footstep sound effects. Adjust the fade in and fade out values to blend them smoothly into the video. Based on the audio, find corresponding sound effects such as breathing, laughter, and the sound of dialing a phone to enhance the film's realism. One crucial sound is the background noise of rain and thunder. As these sounds blend together, listen carefully to determine if the volume needs adjustment. With these elements in place, my mini horror movie is complete. However, if you aim to create a video similar to the reference ones with no character scenes, let me demonstrate how to do it. Using this same example where the audio and video effects are already added, we only need to insert the previously generated scene videos. The order of the video clips can be slightly adjusted to fit better. This way, you'll quickly create a second mini horror movie. Isn't it simple? A complete short film should have a great cover. Return to ChatGPT, which has already given our story a name. I need to create a YouTube thumbnail. I have a tutorial on my channel about making YouTube thumbnails, so feel free to check it out. Let's head to Canva, a free tool for creating visual content with templates and AI features. Sign in using your Google account and go to the homepage. Canva offers many free templates and materials. Click on Create a Design and find YouTube Thumbnail. You can use the materials provided or upload your own images. I'll choose to upload an image of a staircase as the cover and enlarge it slightly. Based on the reference video, add a main title and a subtitle. On the left panel, click Text to add the main title, enlarge it, and place it at the top of the image. Add the subtitle, choose suitable fonts and effects, and then click Share in the top right corner to download the image. Return to CapCut, where the first part of the video has the cover option. Click on it, and you can choose an image from your video or upload one from your computer as the cover. I'll use the one we just create. Let's check out the final result.
As the rain pelted down against the windows, Sarah sat hunched over her desk, typing away in her dimly lit office. Deadlines loomed, and the sound of rain usually calmed her, but tonight felt different. Her old house groaned and creaked as it always did in a storm, but the sounds felt heavier, closer, somehow intentional. A thud echoed from the hallway, jolting her from her thoughts. She looked at the open doorway, half expecting to see someone standing there, but the hall was empty. She shook her head, telling herself it was just the storm, and settled back down. working for another hour without incident. Then another thump, this one louder. Taking a breath, she walked toward the stairs, peering into the darkness below. No movement, no sound, just an oppressive silence pressing against her ears. She waited, but when no more noises came, she returned to her desk, trying to focus. Moments later, a louder thud. Right outside her office, heart pounding, she turned to see a shadow pass by the door. The air grew thick, her hands raising with terror. She locked her door just as the footsteps paused outside. Heavy breathing seeped through the cracks, followed by a soft, sinister chuckle. She stood motionless, every second dragging on like an eternity. Then, as quickly as it came, the sound faded down the stairs. She dialed the police, heart hammering in her throat, as she listened to the silence on the other side of the door, waiting for a sound, a breath, any sign that he hadn't really left. When they arrived, the police found no one. But every night since, as rain hits her windows, she wonders if he's still out there, waiting to return. As the rain pelted down against the windows, Sarah sat hunched over her desk, typing away in her dimly lit office. Deadlines loomed, and the sound of rain usually calmed her, but tonight felt different. Her old house groaned and creaked, as it always did in a storm, but the sounds felt heavier, closer, somehow intentional. A thud echoed from the hallway, jolting her from her thoughts. She looked at the open doorway, half expecting to see someone standing there, but the hall was empty. She shook her head, telling herself it was just the storm, and settled back down, working for another hour without incident. Then another thump, this one louder. Taking a breath, she walked toward the stairs, peering into the darkness below. No movement, no sound, just an oppressive silence pressing against her ears. She waited, but when no more noises came, she returned to her desk, trying to focus. Moments later, a louder thud. Right outside her office, heart pounding, she turned to see a shadow pass by the door. The air grew thick, her hands raising with terror. She locked her door just as the footsteps paused outside. Heavy breathing seeped through the cracks, followed by a soft, sinister chuckle. She stood motionless, every second dragging on like an eternity. Then, as quickly as it came, the sound faded down the stairs. She dialed the police, heart hammering in her throat, as she listened to the silence on the other side of the door, waiting for a sound, a breath, any sign that he hadn't really left. When they arrived, the police found no one. But every night since, as rain hits her windows, she wonders if he's still out there, waiting to return.
These are simple video tutorial examples. If you master the basic skills of using the AI tools I taught today and add your creativity, you will be able to make even better videos than mine. If this video sparked a light in you, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join our journey to creativity. Can't wait to see you in the next video.